Hello everyone, welcome to my second video. My name is Mirka and I am here with the two most annoying guests, as you can see. So I wanted to do this video today regarding books and spring break and kids. So sorry, I'm trying to adjust. Okay, so I have a few books that I have received. Actually, I went and I got these at the Children's Hospital of King's Dominion. So it is a beautiful organization. Obviously, it's a kids' hospital, but they have a thrift store all over the Virginia area. And so I really wanted to go out, just find some books. I found these kid books. I read these when I was a kid, this series or author, and I absolutely love them. I think the hardest part about getting our children into reading is having them connect to a story. And one thing I remember is I always wanted to read books where the people were the same age as me, or they were living an adventure that I wanted to live and I wasn't able to, or they were kind of going through the same struggle as I was. Now with these books, they're absolutely amazing. So I think spring break is kind of a good time to kind of take your kids to go shopping. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars. Like, you don't have to go to Barnes & Noble and buy a book for $20. You can literally find a bunch of them at the thrift store. A lot of people, when they get older, they donate to the thrift store, or just like the Children's Hospital, they'll do drives, and buying a book from the hospital, from that particular type of thrift store, helps fund back into the hospital. So I really do enjoy that. Now, so I have these three books. These are the Magic Tree House books. The little girl scared me. These are the Magic Tree House books. These were like 20-30 cents a piece. I thought these were amazing. And actually one of them, this one, is Games and Puzzles. So I thought this was such a cute book. So much nostalgia. But there's over 200 challenges in this one. So if you're going on a road trip, going on a flight, and just want to keep your kids entertained without electronics, this is something that I would recommend, looking for Magic Tree House. Now, I did go to Barnes & Noble, and the books were about like up to $50 for an entire set. Individually, maybe like $10 or something. This was $5.99. I think when it was originally sold, I did not pay that much. I think I paid like 75-80 cents. So it was not that bad. Yeah, this one says 78 cents. So this is Thanksgiving on Thursday. These books are like incredibly appropriate for kids. So this one is When the Magic Tree House whisked Jack and Annie back to 1621 on the first Thanksgiving day. The Pilgrims asked them to help get things ready, but whether it's cooking or clamming, Jack and Annie don't know how to do anything the Pilgrim way. Will they ruin the holiday forever, or will the feast go on? So cute. So I absolutely loved Magic Tree House when I was a kid. I remember my favorite book is I think when like this Egyptian boy came to them and was staying at their house, and the parents were involved, and it had something to do with him figuring out what chamber pot was, and he didn't know what a toilet was, and I thought that was hilarious as a kid. But yes, this is the Thanksgiving one. Like I said, I got this for 78 cents at the thrift store. So if you love these as a kid, I would highly recommend buying these as like a really good starter pack for your children. Same as this one, High Tide in Hawaii. So it's like the origins of surfing. And I think it's such a good idea to like get them into this world of imagination and just getting them asking all these types of questions like surfing, what about Thanksgiving? Because at school, it's almost like this information is just getting pounded in their head, and it's kind of like they're not really here for it, or, you know, it's school. But this is just kind of like at their own time, on their own speed. The font is a pretty good size. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. So those are the books. Now, if they're a little bit older and if they want to do something a little bit more scary, I have 3 Goosebump books I bought. The same place. I think this was a little bit more. This might have been like $1 each. These are the Scholastic books. I absolutely loved Goosebumps. One thing that I remember my parents did when I was a kid is in the summertime, they set up a tent in the front yard. I would take my sleeping bag out there in the summer nights, and I would take a little flashlight, and I would bring these book outs, and I would lie awake and just read. I thought these books were absolutely incredible. I absolutely love the TV show, the series. I know the newer TV show is a little bit, I think, darker, but R.L. Stine does an amazing job immersing kids into these. Now, I also did the audiobooks for Goosebumps. Now listening as an adult, I don't get that scared too easy, but I will say that he has a great way of taking you into the element of suspense. But so I have these 3. This is the Ghost of Slappy. If you remember Slappy, he was that mannequin, I believe. Crazy. The 5th Grade Zombies, and the Night of the Living Dummy. I think these 2 are the same. This is from, Slappy World. So it's like Slappy has his own thing. I remember Night of the Living Dummy. It was crazy. I think it's on Netflix now. Now, if you are a Christian, I would recommend this book. This is Summer Fun with Ace and Christy. I remember through the ACE Christian curriculum, they had this one. And it's just a book about... This is definitely like just a Christian read. I got this because I went to this type of school, this Christian school where the bad kid rides a motorcycle without a helmet. That type of bad. So if you are looking for something a bit tame for your kids or having good values, good morals, and teaching them all that, no curse words, completely G-rated, I would recommend A Summer of Fun with Ace and Christy. Now, the next book I absolutely loved so much. This is Days with Frog and Toad by Arnold Lobel. I hope I said that right. And I absolutely loved Frog and Toad. In the back it says, Toad asked Frog, "Don't you like to be scared? Don't you like to feel the shivers?" And Frog told Toad a ghost story. 5 wonderful, fun stories about Frog and Toad who are best friends. And oh my gosh, this book just made me want to cuddle up in my bed on a windy day and just read with, honestly, like a bowl of soup. And I hated soup as a kid. But, so I loved it. I love their facial expressions. I love the illustrations. I think that's what I love the most about this book, was the illustrations were absolutely beautiful. And, they're so good. I don't know. It was just so cozy and comforting. It felt very British, or maybe Scottish. I don't know when I was a kid, but I absolutely just loved these books. I will say this, whether it's something that you've read before, a Christian read, horror, or adventure, there is always something to get your kids reading and involved with. Don't feel defeated if your kids aren't picking up the books that you enjoyed as a kid. Look for something else. Look for something that's in more of their realm, something that they feel connected with. I would always recommend to read the books beforehand, because the last thing you'd want is to expose your child to something that's too advanced for them, or to expose something to your child that could be incredibly harmful. But, all right. Thanks for sitting with me. Bye.